gonna be a part two. It's gonna be a part two. It's gonna be a part two to the Horses and the Mermaids video. I didn't really touch on what I just went back and watched it. I didn't really touch on what I really was trying to say. So it's gonna be a shorter, more to the point video about that. Okay, so if we're talking about just the centaur, the centurion, the center, you know what I mean, center of the universe type of energies, that's kind of like where we're at. Where a lot of shifts that have occurred, and we're kind of in a point back where we're more closer to the center point of, like, the starting point of this realm of reality that we participate in as far as teamwork makes the dream work, and what we're creating as like this collective conscious wave. It's really, we're in a wave, like we're in some water type of fluid thing going on. So if you think about a centaur, that's like a half man, half horse. So really, we're not even real men and women. We're trying to be human. We're trying to be real humans. Real colorful thoughts that know how to separate and correlate their desires, organize their colors, and not smear them all together to make black. You know what I'm saying? So when you look around in the daytime, really it's darkness. You know what I'm saying? There's all these colors around. You got all these businesses, people wearing different clothes. Everybody got their own little. There's all these little desires just mixed, smutted in, and mixed. It's all smutty and just mutt. You know what I'm saying? Just mutt, smut, mixed and mingled. You name it. So there's more to it when we start talking about the development of just how we get to this point and all the other animalistic natures. But when we start thinking about, okay, so horses kind of represent what, like, you know, stable. You know, I think about the stable, right? You know, so stability. So that's kind of more correlated to some kind of Taurus type of energies as far as the fixed time of spring, right? Having a stable, being practical, you know, things that are grounded, things that are, you know, make sense in reality, you know, structure, stable. You know what I mean? You got to build a stable to keep your horses there. Otherwise, they're gonna be galloping. Yeah, they're gonna be all over the place. They might go run down the. Yeah, they might just like trailblaze the motherfucking goddamn Oregon. They might just gallop all the way goddamn to Minnesota. You might start missing them after the fact. Your horses, you know what I'm saying? So we don't want no wild horses out here. You know what I'm saying? We don't want no crazy horses out here. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of crazy horses in the world. You know what I'm saying? A lot of wild horses. A lot of. We just talk about horses right now. We don't need to get into all the other animal properties. But yeah, horses, man. So that's like a thought that is stable, that is structured, that is grounded, it's secure. You know what I'm saying? That thought, that logical half of the being knows that it's got a bottom half that it can, like, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna support it. You know what I'm saying? So the whatever type of emotions and feelings that kind of represent the horse kind of energies, they even got that in cars. That's even why they even, you know what I'm saying? That's probably even why we even drive in cars. That's like a centaur concept as well. You sit in a chair, you got your legs, pretty much you kind of do some weird transformer shit where they hook your legs up to the gas pedal and to the engine. People don't get it. Like you pretty much become the car. Like, so people don't know, like, this is where you got a lot of accidents and shit, because people don't know how to correlate their mentality correctly, their spaceship, their mind. So they don't even know how to, like, drive in they, like, actually, you know what I'm saying, in life. So they require some external thing outside of themselves to give them some kind of drive and motivation and intent to get up every day and motherfucking experience and live life. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't know what the fuck to do with themselves, right? So you got people that are, I'm talking about on a percentage level. Like, there's nothing wrong with cars and vehicles and vessels and shit, but when you start thinking you are the vessel, like you need to use that vessel every day, and life ain't, you can't, like, live your life no other way without that vessel and how you drive and the way those routes and the travel and all that. That's the Babylon. That's the esoteric Babylon shit. Like, people be trapped in. You know what I'm saying? Like these little routines and programs. It's literally programs. You got to input. what I'm saying? So a lot of people, they ain't had no actual input on the conversation, on the matter, at the actual table where motherfuckers is running the world and shit. So they input means very little to none. It's, if anything, it's minuscule, if even acknowledged as even a sound bite. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, they don't even acknowledge our fucking concerns. They too busy running the world. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? They gonna listen to the shit, but they're not looking at it like with emotions and feelings. No, bitch. Like your parents, like if you got parents and you at the store, you shit like, wait, mommy, daddy. You think your parents is like, hold on, bitch. Like, I got shit. Like, hold on, I'm a grown up. Now, I'm not saying these people run the world are grown ups, but this is an example of like what I'm trying to point to. Your parents is like, hold on. They thinking in their head like, you little nigga, like little bitch. I got bills to pay and shit. I got shit. You know what I'm saying? I got responsibilities and duties and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not concerned about you wanting a goddamn Hot Wheel or a goddamn Barbie doll or some makeup or a fucking iPhone X or whatever the fuck, right? Tablets now. Now these kids want absurd things. They you know what I'm saying? These kids, they got lazier. Like kids got lazier, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing. That'll be a whole video itself, but the world got lazier, you know what I'm saying? But due to this fact, you know what I'm saying? To some degree, you know? It's like kind of shedding this centaur type of energy. So it's like, you know, you gotta experience, you gotta go through it. You gotta do some shit in order to shed, right? In order to peel back them skin, them scales, that skin. You gotta peel it back. You gotta like, you know what I'm saying? In order to like release, you gotta move forward. Otherwise, you just gonna stay in the dead skin and not know that you're dead, right? Yeah. Otherwise, you gotta peel though. Like you gotta shed. So, and that's another thing. Sheds. You know what I mean? Like, you know, what are sheds used for? Putting your tools and motherfucking, you know, there's sheds out on properties. You know what I mean? Like, this is correlated. You know, having a ranch, having a homestead. You gotta have a goddamn some stables for your horses. A goddamn shed for your tools. Goddamn. You might need a well, you know what I mean? Shout out to Wells Fargo, I suppose. But fuck them, you know, the bank, you know. So your well you might you know, most likely you built your property somewhere adjacent to a rio, you know what I'm saying, a river, you know what I'm saying, or a water line, or some kind of water access, so you could develop a well there, or some type of a bank, you know what I'm saying. At first you might start with a well, but it is the bank. So you're gonna be at the bank, or a bank might nearby, near your place, your residence. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, like you set up shop. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You set up shop near the bank. You got your well there. And at some point, niggas develop pipelines and shit. That's a whole different conversation we're not gonna get to. But yeah, man, horses, man. And the same thing. It's the same thing. Or if you want to talk about the mermaid concept or the merman. So, okay, that thought is more correlated with having a certain, like, you should think about mermaids. They can swim around and shit, right? Like I said. So Pisces, I look at it like Pisces, or that mutable energy. Yeah, as far as being able to be flexible when it comes to dealing with emotions and feelings, and being able to, you know, go with the vibe, go with the tides. Like, I'm a Cancer, and I got some Scorpio energy, but like I said, my Saturn in Pisces, so I kind of get this more so now than ever, now that I'm a little bit older and shit, right? So literally, I hit my Saturn return. I hit 28 this year, so I'm just now starting my next little cycle in my life, pretty much. That was one. It goes 7, 14, 21. That's a ring. And then now I'm going from 21. I did my 21 to 28. Now I gotta go 28 to 35, and then 35 to 42. And then that'll be a ring. And then, so the goal is to get a gem. You know what I'm saying? You want a gem, which takes 30 years. I'm not gonna get into that right now. That's another video. You can go check out Dolo video. I think it was about Rings. Something about rings and shit, you know what I'm saying? Saturn returns and shit. Like, man, that's another video. But so that would be the merman, that would be, or the mermaid, that would be a thought or a feeling that's more correlated to still being in some type of waters, some type of influence, or having more influence to work with, or even just still dealing with certain emotions and feelings. Because a lot of times the mermaid energy represents like some type of emotions and feelings that are kind of haunting you. So things that you need to let go. You know what I'm saying? Things that you might still be holding on to and shit like that. So that's kind of like the merman energy. This is shit I'm dealing with. So I'm talking about my goddamn self. Like, I ain't talking about the world. And then I don't know how to talk about my God. No, I'm talking about me first, and it still correlates to what everybody else could experience, might be experiencing. You know what I'm saying? So if it relates, it relates. If it doesn't, just keep it moving. You know what I mean? I don't even want people watching if they don't find me interesting or can receive or comprehend what I'm saying. Whatever the case may be, I don't be sitting around about other people. What the fuck how they finna receive my information. Like, I kind of do. Sometimes I'm just trying to make sure I'm coming across correctly, but when I get the confirmation, like, nah, child, you know what I'm saying? You know what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? You ain't saying nothing unclearly for people, then I'll say, okay, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the merman shit, though, people might be, or even if it's not a previous emotion or feeling, it might just be, like I said, just dealing with emotions and feelings currently in the present moment. You know, it might be helping others with emotions and feelings. You know, you think about a mermaid, that's like, you know, sometimes a female, like, if she's in her mermaid energies, she might just fuck a nigga because, just to do it. Like, she might like, all right, this nigga just needs to fuck, I'm gonna fuck him. She's just helping him out. In her mind, the rest of the world might see it totally opposite light. Like, hold on, you just did what? Like, what? So it's like, it's different. Like, sometimes you don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people are, like, how people are thinking. So you gotta be cool, like, how you come across, because everybody's got their own different intentions of what it is they think, or why they thinking something, or why they finna do something, or why they did this, or why they said that, this, that, and the third. So it's not all just cut and dry. You know what I'm saying? So we in some crazy times where you gotta really be mindful of the information that is being presented to you. And this is correlated to also, like, you know what I'm saying, the age of Aquarius. So it's like before Aquarius is Sag. So I know they're you know, people are saying, see, I'm not gonna get into all the mathematics of it, you know what I'm saying? Because I gotta still remember, you know, I gotta still remind myself about that shit. But I be feeling like, I know I'm in the centaur of the universe, because, bitch, I'm here, you know what I'm saying? I ain't the center of the whole world, though, you know what I'm saying? But I think, like, everybody should kind of, like, I think everybody should feel like that. Like, you should be the best, you. Yeah, like, you should be the best. Like, everybody should feel like they the best, or like, but not in the ego way, more in a phoenix way, where you're using your vulnerability as an ego instead of using your ego. Wait, I might have said that backwards. You're supposed to use your ego as vulnerability instead of trying to, like, be vulnerable using the ego. Hold on, how does it go? You're supposed to, like, come as you are, so come naked. Like, you use your ego not as a shield to hide your, like, insecurities or to cover up your vulnerability. No, you're supposed to use that as the vulnerability. Like, just come as you are. Just come as your I, you know what I'm saying? Your ego, your I, your ego, your idol. Whatever your image is. Just come as that, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to fake it, try to front, don't try to hide. Be that shit, you know what I'm saying? So you could shed it, you know what I'm saying? Let the universe know, I don't want to say universe, but let all possibilities, or teamwork makes the dream work to God, overall parameter, let that shit know that you, okay, I'm done with this stage of my life, you know what I'm saying? This served me. This was cool for the time being. I think I get it. I think I realized, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready for, like, the next class, pretty much. Like, I'm ready to go from this class to the next grade or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And boom. I'm saying life will start giving you new shit. See if you're ready for that. See if you're capable and are actually gonna stick to what you said. You know what I'm saying? Or what you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a constant. It's a constant. You know what I'm saying? It's a little dance, a little art. It's a little. It's like. That's why they got phones and like that phone's ping. You know, now you got telephones and shit that ping. Cause it's like ping pong. Yeah, like people just don't even make connections. But that's why, you know, people like that's why the soul group, shout out to the subconscious community, shout out to Dolo, the Pilot Man, everybody. And I ain't perfect, you know what I'm saying? I ain't shit. But I be the shit though in the spirit realm. Over here, this little dog shit area. Bitch, I am the heroine. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, I am the heroine. Bitch, I am the hero. You know what I'm saying? I'm the hero and the villain. You know what I'm saying? I'm the heroine. You know what I'm saying? I'm the light and the dark. You know what I'm saying? I got the light and the dark. You know what I'm saying? I got that light stuff and that dark stuff. It's the same thing, though. It's two the same. It's two the same. It's two the same. Shout out everybody, man. This video was a little longer than I'm really just trying to pick a brief. But whatever. Sounds good. Yeah.